So we're moving into a Dogface Development Co project right now. This is a brand new project. As you can see, it looks very ugly. It has not been properly designed yet. All that's been put in is all the information, all of the state, basically just making it work. It's a proof of concept, and then hopefully in a couple of coming days we can style it, make it look nicer, and we'll update with another video about this. So basically it's a passion project. It's the pasta noodle bucket list tracker, and it's a quest to try all of the pasta noodles. So pretty much what happens is you go to the pasta noodles here and you select the ones that you like. Say, hey, I have tried all of those pasta noodles, and I've also tried these ones. And as you can see, there's literally every kind of pasta noodle on here. These will not be all just in an ugly list like this. They will actually be in a grid format. So you'll have a grid, each with their own little icon, a hand-drawn icon for each and every single one. And then they will be much easier to see. It'll be way more appealing to the eye. This is just the way it is for right now. So that way all the information is in there, and that's already been imported. Now let's select this one here, because I've also tried that, and I've also had both of these. Okay, so these are the types of pasta that I've tried. Now, obviously, every single time that I refresh this web page, if I don't have my cookies running, then I'm going to lose all of my pastas. And that's stupid because people clear their browsing history, so we should make sure that we can save it. So for right now, we just go Save Tracker. It saves them all in here, and then I can just go copy like this. And then if I press Control-R to refresh my page, I lost all of my pastas. Now, that's unfortunate. That's not something that we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go paste in my things here, load tracker, and look at that. They're all checked off. That one's checked off, that one's checked off, that one's checked off, that one's checked off. The nice thing about this actually is that if you checked off, if some of them are in two places, now they'll show up in both places. So I checked off gnocchi here. Well, now it also checked it off here for me because obviously I've had gnocchi twice. So, you know, and there's those three selected down there as well. A very nice little feature. And another thing that I can do is I go, okay, I'm going to save the tracker. Okay, so it saved everything for me. And what I'm going to do is, I'll load it again in here. Okay, it's all nicely loaded in here, just like that, as you can see. And if I want to, I can download the tracker data. So let's get out of full screen mode here. And we're going to download the tracker data, and it'll open a nice text file for us. I'm just going to move that text file over onto our menu here. And we can see all of the files here. So if we want to, we can save this on our computer. Makes us a nice little list. And then if we want to later on, we can load that into there. That functionality has not yet been added, but it will be added rather soon. So it's just a little proof of concept, the pasta noodle bucket list tracker. And it's a nice little app if you want to store the pasta noodles that you've tried. Totally a passion project, doesn't have a ton of use, but it's in a beta stage right now and will soon have all of the proper design and will look much more appealing to the user's eye. Okay, so now here we are on the GitHub page for the pasta tracker project. As we can see, there's just a very basic README, not a lot of information here. We can see that our tests are passing and our static content being deployed to pages is passing. There's a little bit of an about blurb here, so trying to track and save all the types of pasta you have and want to try. There's no releases yet because this is still in very basic development. No packages published yet, still in very basic development. As you can see, it's mainly HTML right now because it's just all of that big ass list of pastas. A little bit of JavaScript, that's what runs the ability to download the file and to save and load all of your different kinds of pastas. But then soon there'll be some CSS, there'll be more images as the project comes together. Let's go look at the main index file for right now. If we click on the index file here, it's just a list of pastas. It's 1,255 lines. 1,000 of them exactly have actual lines of code, which is kind of funny. That is that number. And it's just a big, long list of pastas. And then at the bottom here, there is some JavaScript, and that runs the checkboxes at the top, as well as a separate JavaScript file that imports it. Now we'll go over to the checkboxes.html file here. This one here shows all of the checkboxes and has the JavaScript code. The reason why I have this is because this is what the checkboxes are going to look like when they're squares and have images, just a proof of concept of that. And then this little bit of code here will get copied over to every single one. And then these image will get changed with the actual images for the project. Go into our assets here, and then yeah, you can just see there's a check icon, so that'll go in each corner, and then the icon for the thing is a raw file, so I can't show that to you, but that is what it is. And then yes, of course, there's some tests that run every single time to make sure that we can actually click the string and that we can actually save them. This is a new project, and so with this project being more modern, I wanted to make sure that tests are included from the very beginning and continue all the way through. So we started with some basic tests here, very, very basic. And then now we're just going to make sure that those keep on continuing on with every single commit. We'll go ahead over to GitHub Actions here, go check our tests, and we can see that, for the first while they were broken, but then now all of them are passing. There we go. Looks like, unfortunately, it has expired, so we won't be able to see what actually ran, but there was a little file that ran. Here we go. Well, everything is gone because it's been a while since I've updated this project, but that's okay. We know that it passed because we can see the green check mark there, so that's great. So hopefully you can use this if you are looking to track some different kinds of pasta. If you're not, it's a fun little project just to check out. And if you want to help by adding more pastas that you know of that we missed on the list or anything like that, feel free to head over to Dogface Development and Pasta Tracker and open a pull request.